Meister, it's your boy Buckmeister, twice the nice that you are used to, Shaplamson, and today we are talking Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2. So hi, if you're new here, my name is Buckmeister Crew from Meister Geek Media. I talk all sorts of geek media from the comic books to superheroes, the animes, the sci-fis, and all of that good stuff. So if any of that sounds cool to you, please feel free to tickle that subscribe button and that bell button so you never miss a video. So, Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2. This was much better than Part 1. Much better. And not because there's more He-Man. Let's just get that out the way first. I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna say this up top. I don't even think this is gonna bring back the OG fans. I do not think so. I do not think that anybody who was an original OG fan of this is gonna wanna, because I mean, I think the thing is this. Like, I know there's people talking about, well, you're gonna watch it anyway. I had this experience with the Dragon Ball Super, right? And again, I'm not even saying that they're on the level, because I think in comparison, this Masters of the Universe stuff is way better than Dragon Ball Super. And in terms of how it respects most of the lore of He-Man 80s, of the He-Man 80s show. But in the sense that when you really love something, because I was a super fan of Dragon Ball Z, just to give you some context, I still am a super fan of Dragon Ball Z, not Super. I hate Super. But like when Super came out, I was super excited to go and watch that, right? And of course they were gonna update the animation and have new animation or whatever. So, but that was just something that I loved to watch coming up, Dragon Ball Z. So when there's something new out that's supposed to be a continuation of the thing I used to watch as a kid, me as a grown man, I want to go see that. So people who watched it in the 80s and now are hearing that Netflix is doing a continuation, want to see a continuation of the thing that they fell in love with when they were children. So of course, like if the animation is updated and all of that stuff, of course they're gonna want to go watch it. So yeah, I'm just saying that if it's something that you love and you see a continuation of it, of course you're gonna watch it. But if it's not following the thing that you remember, and and it's not giving you a satisfying thing that you remember, of course you're gonna be upset. Like that's just it should be understandable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I mean, of course, there's people who are taking it to a super extreme, but like the people who are in the middle, the sensible people who have complaints about their cartoon, I get it. Okay, let's talk characters instead of controversy. Teela was much better in part 2. Teela, they fixed a lot of problems. Like, she became a character that I was able to like, because the implications of what she did in part 1 are so horrible. They are so no. They were not, and they were not justified. I don't care. They were not justified at all, not in the slightest. But she made up for it here by realizing that she messed up bad. I mean, she still has other tendencies and all of those things, but like the fact that she made up for her big chip on the shoulder and that she is way more welcoming and loving to the characters around her, I said thank you, much welcome. Man at Arms is still a boss. I never watched a lot of He-Man, and Man at Arms in this series, I like him a lot. Man at Arms is dope. That's all I gotta say about Man at Arms. My favorite character in this, though, hands down, I have to say, is Adam. Like, I really like this character a lot. Like, he's kind of the embodiment of a Superman-esque trope that I like. Like, because the thing is with Superman himself, he's Superman 24/7. Like, that sun is charging him 24/7. Adam is only super when he calls down the power of Grayskull or whatever. And also, he's willing to throw down without the power of Grayskull at all. This dude, and it's not even like he does it recklessly. He kind of does it as it fits the situation. So I really like how smart the character is. I really like how empathetic the character is. And I also I got the sense that he had been holding down, kind of like a superhero, he'd been holding down a lot of his own personal emotion. You know what I'm saying? He'd been holding down a lot of the things that were weighing on him personally, to himself, to the point where no one else knew he was having those things. And then it manifests in a dangerous way. only for it to be resolved in a way that was quite heartwarming. It was very, very heartwarming. So I think again, Adam is my favorite character, and I think again, if you want to see more He-Man, and this is the version of He-Man that they're giving you, which is a continuation of the '80s cartoon, and you're not seeing this He-Man as much as you want to, I can understand being upset. On the villain side, Evil Lynn is also an interesting bag of characters. Of course, her whole thing, of course, like the way this kind of wraps up, she gets off way too scot free for me, way too scot free for me. I was just like, you did all of that, and they're just like, you may leave in peace now. Wait, what? But I like Evil Lynn. And I like Skeletor. I thought Skeletor was awesome. I really, really thought Skeletor was dope. Like, he's a cackling, like, if on that bone face of his, he should have a mustache. But I like the character a lot, and I think he's also a good bit of fun. And also, when he's menacing, he's kind of menacing. And then when he's not menacing at all, like, that dude is flippity floppity for real, like a flapjack. But anyway, it's a thing where he's like, it's fun to watch him. And then, but also, if you're a fan of Skeletor, you might not be happy with what they do with Skeletor in this. Nah, I'm just saying, if you have not decided to watch it yet and you're a fan of Skeletor, they don't do my man Skeletor too well. You know what I'm saying? They do him better in the CGI version of this cartoon. As I said, much better than part one, and the characters I think are handled better in this part two. And yeah, if you're an OG fan and you're still talking about it's horrible, I get it. Like, I'm not OG, but if you're saying you're OG and they did things, I get it. I get it. Of course, there's gonna be OG fans who are fine with what's going on as well, but I don't know if the majority of this fan base is gonna want to see this continue to a season two. I mean, it will surprise me. Maybe it'll get a season two. But like, if it's going this route of continuously being the masters of the universe instead of He-Man and the masters of the universe, the people who grew up and made He-Man what He-Man is today might not vibe with that. And I can see that very, very heavily happening in this series. But that's just me. What do you think, my Steve? Let me know in the comment section down below. Did you watch Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2? And leave your comments, talk us to your boy, tell me who your favorite characters are, tell me if you loved it, if you hated it. Please keep it spoiler free, because I kept it spoiler free for this discussion. Thank you very much. Look at that, you made it to the end of the video. You are spectacular. Now, if you really like this video, I got another one up here. I got a playlist down there, and I got an icon you can click on to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video, because my estimate's gotta be out. Peace.